Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. I am back doing another F1 watch-along and there's no timing on the stream this time, unlike last time. That will no longer be a thing, despite the fact that elsewhere you can probably find that on a stream like this. But nonetheless, I am here. And hello Riley in chat, welcome. We have Brazilian Grand Prix today, and I think a rather interesting grid. I mean, Max coming from the back is interesting of itself, but I'm not sure how high he'll realistically get. Let me just check what the actual final grid is. I think it's been a bit rearranged. The starting grid, here we go. Max starts 19th, apparently. I heard 17th, but perhaps it's been moved. Lando on pole, Piastri only 4th, Antonelli 2nd, that's pretty cool. The modern Mercedes seems to go well here, right? Because this is the race that Russell won a few years ago, right? Which of course means that it is a race-winning car in iRacing, the W13. It's a race-winning Formula 1 car, unlike most of the others. Half of the others. But Antonelli 2nd's pretty cool. Don't know if he'll be able to do much from there, but we'll see. It'd be cool to see him get a really good result, because that's kind of yet to come really for him, I feel. Important race for Piastri Championship. We're going to stop to Lando's momentum. Yeah, but it's going to be hard to do anything from 4th versus 1st, right? So we'll be he needs something to go his way today, that's for sure. Hadjar 5th and Liam Lawson 7th. Racing Bulls seems both Racing Bulls. I qualified both Red Bulls. Tsunoda's only 17th to Max's 19th. Oh no. Well, that's awful. Hamilton 13th. That's terrible. Hulkenberg 10th. But Bortoletto only 18th. He had a messy accident in the sprint yesterday, I saw. Which is a shame. I didn't watch the sprint actually at all yesterday. I saw the crash, but didn't actually get to watch any of the race because I was out. Hello, Kohai. McLaren bottle. We'll see. I've said this, I don't know if I said it on stream, but in the weirdest way, I want Norris to lose this championship. The only reason is because the, plot line, the storyline that will be created, the narrative that will be created of McLaren favoritism, whether true or not, I just don't really feel like hearing about that for the next 20 years. I'm investing in my future by praying for a Lando downfall here. And I think it'd probably be better for him anyway, because people are going to criticize his championship, and he's struggling with mental health anyway. People are going to criticize his championship should he get it for the rest of his career. Man, fuck that. That doesn't sound fun at all. I think in Lando's position, I'd rather lose for my own sake. Maybe I don't have the mentality of a champion to say that, but oh jeez, I don't want to hear all the bullshit for the rest of my life. But perhaps he wants to win a Formula 1 World Championship, I don't know. Lando's been kind of on it recently, looking at the results at least, so. He's actually, and Piastri, I'd say ever since particularly Baku, he's kind of on the back foot in his own driving. I saw he crashed in the sprint. Was it the sprint or the quali? Piastri had a crash this weekend. And it's just a mistake, really. Things like that in Baku, you can't put that down to McLaren favoritism anyway. So nice with the loss to X challenge. Yep. I mean, we've seen some big comebacks from last year. I think about Lewis Hamilton a few years ago, and Under what context did Hamilton come from like last to win? Okay, it wasn't really last to win because of the way the sprint set the grid for the race in that year, but nonetheless, he came from a rather bad position at the start of the weekend to win that race. And then what was the context of that? He needed to do something big to win, to claw back the gap to Max for the championship. And now where's Max starting from the back today? Well, he needs to claw back a load of points if he wants to have any chance of beating both these McLarens, right? Maybe we'll see something special. Do we have rain forecasts? I don't know if we have rain forecasts. Although actually, I think I've seen that it is raining despite 0% in the forecast, but I don't know if that's that might have been from yesterday. For me, best one back is against the wall. Yep, wall against the back. Nothing significant is in the plan, but this is Brazil. It's usually a good Grand Prix, this, and yeah, the weather is usually part of that. Hopefully we get something good here. Did they say it was the 5th? That's not... What? They said it was the 5th. Is it because it's the Sao Paulo Grand Prix, not the Brazilian Grand Prix? They said 5th, didn't they? Croft, he said it was the 5th, officially the 5th Formula One World Championship, Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Am I here? I'm so confused by that. Yeah, no, okay. The whole stream. Oh shit, the whole stream's name wrong. This is how. Apparently, for the last 5 years, this has been the Sao Paulo Grand Prix, not the Brazilian Grand Prix. Okay, I didn't know. What? That's a funny change. Why is it called that? Ah, oh, man, now I need to figure out how to type Sao Paulo correctly. And remember that it's... Well, it is PAU. Otherwise PAO. Oh my god. Right. Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Okay. Stream titles updated. We're accurate now. This is the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. It's not Brazilian in any way. This is not Brazil, Riley. This is Sao Paulo. Ignore that Brazilian flag. It's not Brazil. Apparently. We can't call it that. We're not allowed. Might get taken down if we call it by the wrong name. Gotta be careful. Oh, Max is starting from the pits, in fact. Okay. Interesting. Engine change was planned. They seemed rather disappointed with the Q1 exit though, so I presume it was only gonna be grid spots though, not a forced pit lane start, but I don't know. I haven't really followed the story of the weekend too closely. It is 2 o'clock local. Off they roll. I guess that's why they had the bad quali and then, well, we might as well pit start because we're going to the back anyway. I feel like it's weird though. I don't actually understand why you wouldn't just start on the grid. Oh, they actually go round on the formation for a pit lane start? I never knew that. God, they're really slow off the grid here. Is that a gigantic Heineken village? It's green, so I'm assuming it's Heineken. That's a huge, like, thing around. Yeah, it is Heineken. Jeez. That makes sense, yeah. Quality's terrible anyway, might as well take the change. Hello, Adaro. Hi, Q. That's the wrong sport. Hey, Zero, welcome in. Oh, it's exciting seeing. It's weird seeing them come into the pits. I never noticed that before. How long have they done that? That's funny. Are they gonna make it to the end of the pits before they go green anyway? Like, hello, Cobb. Beans, cheese. Oh, here they go. Oh, wait, bottle. No. No. That sucks for Bortoletta. I don't know what happened, but it still sucks. Wait, they're saying a full safety car. Okay. Oh, Hamilton has no wing there. Why did they bring Hamilton in? What the fuck? Why did they not bring Hamilton in? That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying if we see the replay and Lance Stroll just puts him in the wall. What is it with Lance in this racetrack? Lance never went fair. Oh. Ah. I mean, realistically, he should have got out of that. But yeah, Stroll not really aware of where cars are. Oh, that's how he lost his first. Okay, that's why he didn't come into the pits. I presume that was from the Stroll incident because they mentioned Hamilton. Oh, that's messy from Hamilton, I think. Yeah, that looked a bit half-assed of a move. Like, yeah, you could argue the Alpine moved, but like, it looked like a bit of a half-assed attempt to look for a move anyway. Yeah, that cut through. I don't even know what series would use that. In fact, even it doesn't have the modern curb look there. That cut through has like older curbs. It doesn't seem to be used at all. Even the white paint is old. A bunch of things happened, Cobb. Stroll put Bortoletto in the wall, basically, and then Hamilton had a half-ass move on an Alpine and took off his own front wing with it. Oh, yeah, honestly, even the first incident is like, man, what a messy start from Hamilton, really. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. The front wing was like completely tucked under there, so it probably, yeah, was rubbing against everything for a while. Quite a lot went on in those first few laps. Well, first lap, I guess. Is that kid wearing a Sauber hat that just said Sauber so that he's not wearing gambling sponsor on his hat? I was about to comment on how they name dropped Toyota there, but Toyota does have a Formula One presence right now. It's mullered. Oh dear. Right, safety car ending. Pretty short one, thankfully. A lot like foreign, I say foreign, like non-UK Formula One viewers in English language speaking countries often complain about the British bias because they get the British commentary right. But like they should complain about sayings like mullered more. This is the reason why they should their local channels should produce their own commentary. So you don't hear Ted Kravitz saying mullered. Oh, they look real powerful. Piastri with a big move. Oh no! Well, that worked out for the championship, right? I'm not sure I even put that all on Piastri. I think that's like 3 cars into one doesn't go, but at a glance, but worked out. Ideal situation for Piastri. Oh, what an awful race for Ferrari though. Thinking about it, fuck. This is awful. I just get me another safety car. Leclerc has stopped. Yeah, they were 3 wide into turn 1. Piastri, Antonelli, and Leclerc. Contact was made. Leclerc on the outside got the worst of it. Stroll's dropped off the pack. I don't know what happened to Stroll. Leclerc might get this clear, but yeah, VSC out now. Hopefully it won't be that long till we actually race again. 3 abreast. See, Piastri locks up, but he's like right on the inside still when Antonelli appears to kind of turn into him. And then Antonelli as a result gets hit, obviously, which sends him into Leclerc. Like Piastri locks up, but it gets on the curb despite the lockup, so I don't know. Oscar's inside, yeah, well. Oh, he got mullered. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm not sure I put that on PS3 by any rule set. I don't know. Now, if Antonelli leaves space and Piastri plows into him anyway, then that's something, but we'll never know if that was going to happen. Verstappen's pitted. Interesting. Ah, puncture. Okay. Jeez. It's so interesting, right? Starting from the back, pit lane, whatever, for Verstappen, and then puncture, so he has to go back to the back after 8 laps. Oh dear. Oh, they go green. And oh, wow, Piastri's had a very good restart. Holy shit! This is not how I thought this would be happening on lap 9. Look at this! We got a McLaren medal! I feel for Antonelli because he should be fighting for this win. He's only third still, isn't he? Actually, I'm surprised. Actually, yeah, I still wouldn't rule out Max. He's got his tire changes done and everything. Like, I know he's on the medium, but he's got complete freedom on compounds and shit. So yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm actually interested in how Piastri got so close to Norris for that restart, because he would have been not that far behind, but a chunk behind after everything that went on, right? And then VSC should keep him the same, but then he was right behind Norris on the restart, so that's a bit interesting. Could be Norris dawdling, but I don't know. Hello, Carrier. Now parole is over, so I'm allowed to stream again. Not allowed to do watch-alongs again. As you can see, no timing this time, but we will have a think on a way to, I don't know, have something better than just giant chat in this box, which has already refreshed itself twice because of spam bots and shit. So great. Oh dear. And my stream has died. Wow. Hey, Lith. Yeah, there's been quite a bit of incident in the first few laps. I worry that it's gonna like be like uneventful from this point, but it puts the McLarens together, so that's gonna be interesting. My ankle monitor. Damn. Darn. Streaming from Twitch now. Oh man, I should have like hang on. What am I looking for? I have a dumb idea. What the fuck? Okay, I'm looking for a PNG, and like the first result is like what I want, but the website it's from is like so sus. Really odd. Will this do? This will probably do. Let's use this. In fact, let's just put it in OBS. Boom. Okay. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? There I am. I streaming from jail. Oh, that looks stupid. They're too thick, really, aren't they? I don't like that. Jail. Verstappen's caught up very quickly to this pack, but that's not surprising. Right, I'm gonna delete. I feel like you can't actually see me enough, so I'm gonna delete that. Oh dear. Straight out of Twitch.tv. Oh. I like how Tsunoda managed to not hit the Alpine, but then hit the Aston Martin anyway. Oh dear. Verstappen's already back to where he was before his pit stop. And he basically is considering it's his teammate next. Well, that'd be why Stroll lost the pack. Because it's Stroll. Yeah, potential hazard out of the way. Yuki should have been applauded for that, right? When Lewis says he's going to crash out, does he mean like put the car in the wall or like Gen Z crash out? Or both? Pit stop. Hmm. I'm not sure what there's anything they can do for this car today now. Seriously, I never noticed it was called the Sao Paulo Grand Prix for now 5 years. How have I not noticed that? This is only the 5th time this race at this track has been run. Technically. Ooh. Piastri might get done for that turn 1 incident. I'm not sure that's right, but he certainly went for a very narrow gap. Like, it was always going to be a narrow 3 wide gap. And he would have known that. That's like the only logic I can see that you would put on him, though. 10 seconds, jeez. Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that, because he was, like, even with the lockup, he got it onto the curb, and then, you know, Antonelli didn't exactly give him any room. So, I guess the question now is, where can Piastri end up? He's actually further behind Norris than Antonelli is to him, so that's not ideal. I mean, as it stands, he dropped back to, or what? I can't work it out from here. But right now, he's going to drop back a lot, isn't he? You're fine, Zero. I'd rather be behind anyway, because, like, sometimes I have been ahead on these, and then I'm reacting to stuff that no one's seen, and it's like, well, that's useless. Although, at least with that, like, particularly if you're on YouTube, you can, like, watch me delayed anyway. But yeah, it's one of the things with this is that people will see things at different times anyway. Not much you can do. Ninth place for Verstappen. Ninth. He really might win this. I guess what I haven't been able to tell is, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with the penalty, but oh well. Hey there, pro gamer. Oh, hello, cat as well. Did you clean the hauler? We don't talk about the Mirai hauler. The Marauler. God, Hamilton, after other people pitting as well, is coming out in the same spot. That's so bad. Yeah, A class in sports car. Nice one. Marauler. Yeah, I mean, he did lock up, and who knows what would have happened if Antonelli had given him enough room. But what I'm amazed by, if you watch the on board again, or any view, in fact, despite the lockup, he does get it turned, and he gets it onto the inside curb. He gets his left front onto the inside curb, and the track actually turns before the curb starts anyway. So not only did he turn with the angle of the corner, but more so that not only does he follow the white line, he crosses the white line with the left front and gets it onto the curb. So it's like, clearly he had like a decent amount of control. He didn't go wide into Antonelli, right? He definitely didn't. Whether he would have, I don't know. It doesn't really look like it, but I don't know. But that being said, Antonelli just turned into where he was and spun himself. That's the way I see it. I thoroughly cleaned the Mirai Hauler inside and house. Inside and out. Good work, now relax. Watch the race. Oh dear. That's A-class in oval asphalt and A-class in sports car, A-class in dirt oval. Nice one. I still need to get my dirt road A-class back. I lost it like a year ago. It's like the most useless license. And maintaining it means basically giving up places in those races because, let's face it, it's rallycross. Get your arms, elbows out. Our house. In the middle of our house. Now I'm gonna get bonked on Twitch for music use instead. Need to clear out the Phoenix hauler so we can fit the cars in there and have a Barcelona. How many cars you got in that hauler now? 0. The entire AM class in the back of one truck. 7, jeez. Gonna need a whole like car transporter, like that'd be funny. Oh, do those sort of car transporter haulers exist in ETS or ATS? Because I'm wondering if you could mod in like let's say Mirai race cars into the hauler model and like literally haul the race cars visually. That'd be funny. We can do that. Oh no, Lith Red, a silly idea. No, I've given Lith an idea. Shit. 6, 7. 6, 7. Oh dear. Verstappen 4th. I know this is now pit cycle, but lol. It's not really pit cycle though, because he has done a pit stop. He has the oldest tires of anyone who's pitted, but Verstappen is actually genuinely 4th. He's probably actually genuinely 1st. Because when the McLarens do their first pit stop, will he cycle to the lead? I'm not sure he'll quite make it. He's kind of actually leading the race. Like, okay. Zoomer Kyoso. Oh no. I've always been a wannabe Zoomer. Among Us, for instance. Bantanelli. Oh, he crossed the line there. There was some specific rules about the lines. But I guess that's okay. They're going to retire Hamilton soon. We should have playoffs F1. I was laughing at I watched a bit of the WEC finale yesterday at Bahrain, and they actually call it that. They even had like painted on the floor outside that awkward hairpin on the infield at Bahrain, they had the finale logo that was like really generic and half-assed, and it's like, does WEC need a finale? Like, I don't know. That being said, WEC does have the same. Oh wait, who's bidding? Is that Tsunoda? Okay. WEC does have a similar issue to IndyCar, where people only know that one big race. So I guess they need to hype up the other ones, but. And I am glad that Lone Star Le Mans is back, because that is actually a pretty good. I think that's a pretty good like way of calling your 6-hour box standard WEC event. You know, it follows Petit Le Mans, for instance. I know that has a lot more history to it now, but Lone Star Le Mans is still like 10 years old. So. Oh god, Lone Star Le Mans is 10 years old. Hey there, Bailey. Welcome. 6-7 hours. There's no 7-hour WEC race. There's a 1,812 kilometer WEC race, but there's no 7-hour race. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. I didn't see the battle that caused the middle finger, but I saw the middle finger. That was funny. There's beef between them on socials now, right? Funny. I actually know why it's so specific. 18 and 12 refer to the 18th of December, which is Qatar's national day or something like that. It's like I'm not sure if it's a holiday, but it's something like that. It's an important date on their calendar. And the race being 1812 is to promote that day, perhaps as a tourist thing. I don't know, but it's to promote or show off that day. Of course, the race is not on 18th of December. It's in like March or something, so that doesn't really make sense, but that's the reasoning for 1812. I love that it's such a specific race length. It's so silly. 1,812 kilometer race. Sonoda had a botched penalty serving. Oops. Yeah, perhaps it's like an Independence Day, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Founding Day, rather. There's a few interesting, like, well, this is a bit different because it's like promoting a day, not on the day. But I always think back to what I think previously was the most attended oh no, because it's not European Le Mans Series. The most attended Asian Le Mans Series race was I think at the time at least a race at Buriram, Thailand, the Chang International Circuit, because they held it on a like some sort of family day they have in Thailand, like a specifically family oriented holiday where like families go out and do stuff. So they held a Asian Le Mans Series race on that day in Thailand, and they made it free entry. And so like the racetrack was packed. Like they introduced hopefully a whole lot of people to ACO rules racing that day. And that's interesting. And then the more known one is probably Super GT's Golden Week race, right? Where they hold a race on like Tuesday or a Wednesday during the week-long Golden Week holiday, which is always an odd one to watch in Europe if you watch it, but a pretty neat thing anyway. The 10, 6, 7 kilometers. Yeah, that also, I don't know the name of the track, but it's in is it Poland? It's an Eastern European country at least. And it's like the most unsafe highway road course you've ever seen. Palanga, that's it. It's the most unsafe highway street circuit you'll ever see. And there's like old GT3s racing, so like the cars aren't even slow. Oh dear. Hamilton has a collision penalty? Yeah, Aurum 1006. Yeah, 1006. Oh dear. 6, 7. Anyway, that's gonna die quickly. It's gone on longer than I thought, but it's gonna die. It's not got as much lasting meme potential as Among Us. I'll be eternal. Haha, like eternal Polaris. Oh, it'll be eternal, okay. 21. I don't even know what that is. 21. I heard you and Kat doing it earlier. I actually don't know what that is. Eventually, like all numbers will be memed. Like already, I'm thinking that 21 is apparently a meme. 22, well, that's the Taylor Swift song. 23, no one likes you when you're 23. Like, and then 6, 7, and 6, 9. We just need 6, 8. You know what's funnier than 24? 25. I hope I got the numbers right there. '28. That is a lot of years. Oh god. What does this YouTube Shorts think? I feel like I've seen that. Is that old? When was this posted? I feel like I saw this a million years ago, or am I just imagining it? 2014? It's from mine. Yeah, okay, I probably saw it. See, that's the thing. Do we remember the memes from when they were vines? Is that the situation now? They're just coming back and like we already knew them. Hello, Metrix, by the way. And Verstappen is the net leader. Like, he is actually ahead of Norris. Verstappen genuinely leads this race with one stop to go for everyone. He obviously has much older tires, but Verstappen actually leads the race. Well, has the net lead, I should say. The juice carton one? I don't know what that is. Like, honestly though, I've always loved absurd humor. Like, me and my friends in school were watching YouTube poops, right? And, you know, anyone here of a certain age will know what those are. Like, we were watching YouTube poops in our school classroom during lunch breaks and shit. Like, and the stupid, bizarre, dumb humor in that was so funny to us. And like in a way, it was Zoomer humor kind of just reflects that. Like, I loved Nichijou, the anime, as well, which I think is, in fact, Azumanga Daioh is a great example. Azumanga Daioh is like more popular now than it seemingly ever was. I'm like, that's literally over 20 years old at this point. It might single-handedly be the greatest video of all time. Oh my god. I have messages. It's probably coming through on stream. What the fuck is this? Why is the guy so angry? Oh dear. Oh my god. Yeah, this could be a good race, Riley. Yeah, but focusing back on F1 for a moment, yeah, this is looking good. Norris is much quicker with the newer tires, though, so that's... Max is definitely on the back foot. If he hadn't have had to pit when he did, maybe it would have been a better situation, but I don't know. We'll see what we can do from here. Race manipulation. Let's not go there. Fuck you, no. Wouldn't you be angry too? No, because I feel like I would do that. I feel like I am the guy that might do something like that, so... like, trying to open a carton while tired or something, I would probably do that. Oh, dear. But there's a 7-hour race at Sebring. But yeah, but not in WEC, right? Although, actually, wait, what was the time limit for the Sebring 1,000 miles? Super Sebring was such... Talking about Lone Star Le Mans, Super Sebring was better. And I'm now going to rant about modern WEC again, but god damn it, we should go to Sebring. Shockingly, the World Championship for Endurance Racing should race at iconic endurance racing sports car tracks and not Circuit of the Americas. Oh, that's close. To be fair, Kota is an iconic endurance racing track as well now because they have raced there for many years, but boo. WEC didn't want to be a second-tier series, I know, but they should not care because it was fucking good. More people, I'm going to snooze the ad for this rant, more people attended European Le Mans Series at Silverstone than the World Endurance Championship at Circuit of the Americas. World Endurance Championship should go to Sebring. I feel like that's the only... like, I feel like you don't even need more argument than that. It's so stupid. WEC should also go to Silverstone for the same reason. WEC sucks. Quite frankly, I probably agree. However, come back to Silverstone, please. WEC sucks to me, but it's because I'm a sports car boomer, so I miss... I can complain about all 3 classes in WEC. No, I can complain about all 4 classes in WEC. I don't like the top class because it's now a BOP LMP2, slower than LMP2, weird ass class. I don't like LMP2 because they got rid of it. I don't like GT, the pro GT class, because they got rid of it too. And I don't like the amateur GT class because it's GT3s and it's the top class for GTs, which it shouldn't be. Oh dear, all the hot takes if I go there. Better than DPI? I mean, probably. I mean, it's basically the same thing as DPI, but with hybrids. And there's now more categories. And well, yeah, comparing LMDH to DPI at least. Obviously, LMH is way more interesting. I don't dislike LMH cars, honestly. I don't really dislike LMDH either, really. I don't actually hate these classes, but I find the idea of putting bodywork on an LMP2 not that interesting of a race car. Like, in terms of just how interesting the car is before you talk about BOP or how good the racing is or how many manufacturers have entered or the fact that there's now a Pro-Am series or whatever it is in Asian Le Mans series, which is super cool. And it's going to have wingless Peugeot 908s, 9X8s running because that's super cool. Jordan, thank you for the raid. How did your NEC go? It looked like it was a bit of a... I dropped in here and there. It didn't look like it was going super swimmingly, but I hope it was an enjoyable run with Bear. P6, well, P6 not bad. It looked like you were like right at the back on the start, so P6 is like halfway up the grid, so that's pretty good. Welcome in. We're watching F1 without showing the broadcast or live timing on the screen. And it's been pretty good so far. It's a pretty interesting race, actually. The gap between the McLarens has increased because of the penalty that Piastri had. Wait, no, Piastri hasn't pitted yet. Jeez, they're going real long. They're really trying to make something happen with this penalty. Okay. I should pay attention to the race, shouldn't I? How's that for the team? Nice one. Verstappen's made 2 pit stops before Piastri's done 1. Will Piastri try 1 stopping in this? Will Verstappen try 3 stopping? Quite interesting, this. You can watch the racing on instant. Nice one. This is really interesting, honestly, from the strategy side, because Piastri is leading. Norris is second on having already made 1 stop, and then Max is 8th, having made technically 2 stops. And it's like the 3 people battling for the win, I think, are in completely different parts of the track. Must be no, and Annie Antonelli is dropping off of Norris overall, so that's not really happening, I don't think. Oh, is Ham out? I wouldn't be surprised if they retired Ham. Double DNF for, yeah, Boxer retired a car, just seen it, okay. Double DNF for Ferrari, and it basically happened in the first few laps of the race, really. I know Hamilton continued for a while, but Piastri boxing now. Interesting. Biggest issue with what they're trying to do with Piastri, I mean, he's definitely going to come out behind, like, Antonelli at least, if not more. Yeah, Ferrari stands for fucked. The fucked Ferrari. And that's funny because Hamilton retiring meant the McLaren had to go around. Oh dear. So that slowed it down fractionally, right? Just a little bit. By the way, I'm thinking of doing different watch-alongs next year. Partly because of the what happened last time, but also like I think that was the same weekend. The Singapore Grand Prix was the same weekend as the DTM finale, which just looked amazing. And it's like, maybe I should just watch DTM next year. Why do I'm watching F1? I might try and do different ones. I would love to do WEC, but it's so long, you know. I'm not sure I want to, and I'm not sure people want to sit here with me for 6 hours. Endurance racing is a lot better, like dropping in and out, really, because of the length. Kind of low expectations for Max there. Russell and Piastri. Not even Antonelli? Norris maybe is a tough ask, but Antonelli surely, but we'll see. Welcome back from the ads. I was saying I might do like different watch-alongs next year of different things when the ads came on. I was thinking about DTM. Because DTM, every time I see clips of DTM, it's the races are fucking bangers every time. DTM might have made GT3 good. I was saying I'd like to do WEC in theory, but the races are so long, it's like... That's a lot of time. For me and people who might want to actually join for these, so... Oh, what a stat from Ted Kravitz. 2 of the 3 retirees are Brazilian citizens. Oh dear. The Hasses appear to be running well. I feel like Ocon might be down a pit stop because he was way back, but... But yeah, Behrman's definitely looking at a top 10 potentially, right? He's going to come out fighting for it here. Well, 11th. But still. Oh, a kind of slow start for Berman as well. Damn. Hey, Bear, thank you for raiding. Jordan already gave us a briefing of how your race went, but I hope you had fun with that. I should probably try GT4 more. I know you were running the... Was it yeah, it was a Cayman you were running, right? GT4 seems neat, but I've never really driven it in iRacing. I do own the Cayman, but I raced it in one week 13 race and never again, because I didn't really like it. At least with the fixed setup. But I know everything's changed since then, so that was a long time ago. But yeah, welcome in. We're watching the Formula One. Oh, thanks for the resub as well. 10 months. Thanks so much. Pretty interesting race on the F1. Different strategies going on. Norris looks like he's somewhat in control, but it sounds like he's gonna have to hit again and overtake some people to get it. So we'll see how that goes. If he tries to stay out, I think he might lose it. If he pits too late, he might lose it. But we'll see what they're thinking, what they're doing. A bunch of overtakes going on. Lots of overtaking in this race, which is pretty good. Had gas. Russell's going for a stop. Oh, nice little battle there with Hulkenberg and Behrman. Oh, that was close actually as Behrman pulled out. Jeez. Hey, Daedalus. So Hamilton. What actually happened? Oh yeah, Hamilton was on the outside of a three-wide sandwich in turn one of the race and picked up. That wasn't the worst thing though. Yeah, he also he got biffed off from that, and he was like last. But then on the end of the final lap, he tried to pull out and pass an Alpine, but hit the rear tire with his front wing and destroyed it. And it was like under the car, ruining the floor. So obviously they came in and replaced the front wing, and he continued for like 20, 30 laps, but he had like no speed with the floor damage. So eventually they retired him. But after that first incident and the retiring, Leclerc, Leclerc was on the outside of three wide as well, actually, in turn one, but he got much worse off and was destroyed. Piastri got a 10-second time penalty for that incident because Piastri was on the inside of the three wide with Antonelli sandwiched in the middle. Antonelli seemed okay, but he hasn't had the pace of the McLarens and Verstappen, who somehow leads the race. Norris has come out in a good spot actually with his last pit stop there. Oh. Oh wow. No one's won it. No one's won a Grand Prix from a pit lane start. That's an interesting stat. Wow, like how Hadjar was pulling off a tear off as he sets up the move. I can't imagine. I need to get to like a dirt race one day because yeah, I've heard. I think Tomb was talking to you in the Mirai Invitees channel, but like he's already the eyewear. The idea of eyewear is like what. Oh no, they've just said that people have won from the pit lane. Okay, maybe it's just this race that they haven't. See, that's crazy. Safety goggles. Yeah, I'll probably have to do like what I mean. It doesn't matter what race. Like one day I'm gonna go to a race again in the US, like a big race of some sort, and there's probably a dirt track nearby. Like there always is, right? Because like what Toom was saying, he went to like Volusia after Daytona 500 or before, or whatever, which is logical. I think that's close, right? But I suppose no matter where you are, there's dirt racing happening in the vicinity. I suppose Charlotte for the Coke 600 would be good because the dirt track is across the road, right? A tear off for your goggles. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind. Yeah, if I go to Indy 500, for instance, like I hear Indianapolis and the surrounding area is like chock full of like dirt tracks, short tracks, all of that. Indianapolis Motor Speedway is just one of the many in that area. Yeah, it's in my mind that because they were selling that at the German Expo, of course, this year. They said that they're even going to have a combined ticket. Like there'll be a ticket you can buy that is Sim Racing Expo plus all the NASCAR sessions at Charlotte Motor Speedway, as one altogether ticket, and it's like, yeah, it's a pretty good deal, I guess. I don't know if it's any cheaper, but like the fact that it's all there and on one ticket is just cool, good, right? Like, oh, tempting. Oh, Piastri's going for it. It's so weird hearing Pete Bonington on anyone else's radio. It's so weird. I'm quite surprised he didn't go to Ferrari with Lewis. Probably the right choice, but like, I'm still surprised. What do we think? Is Norris going to pit? Do we think Norris is going to pit? If he's going to pit, he needs to pit soon, right? Or already have pitted. Like, Verstappen and Piastri are fucking motoring right now. Norris not long pitted? I don't think so, right? Why did he pit again as well? I probably missed that. Oh, of course he did, because then Verstappen was leading. Yeah. Yeah, he's putting away from Antonelli, isn't he? So. OBS says I'm getting a lot of drop frames. I believe that refers to the Twitch stream specifically. But it does actually look fine from when I watched the stream. But then YouTube is also complaining about not getting enough bitrate, so I'm like, ah. But everything actually looks fine, so. Oh well, 10 laps to go, we'll survive. Hopefully. Imagine if Norris has a puncture right now. Oh, of course, my stream bird dies at this moment. Verstappen P3. Amazing. He's going to get P2, surely. At least. Antonelli used so much of the outside as he turned in for turn one. Never really seen him going out that far. He was over the white line. Behrman's having a really good race, actually. I'm not sure Oscar has enough time to get Antonelli here. I'm thinking already ahead to that. Yeah, she's got to get a move on a little bit to get some more points here. I like how Hulkenberg and Lawson are on these one-stop strategies, but also battling each other. God, it sucks to watch as a Mercedes fan, doesn't it? I bet. Both of your drivers under threat in the last few moments. Right, can he have a go on Antonelli already? How easy is this going to be? Oh, he's nowhere near this time. Oh, now he's right there. He might have a go on the next straight. Verstappen doesn't seem close enough. No, I'm surprised on that. He's... Oh, it's going to be tough for Max. He might not be able to do it. Oh, he's closest to the S. Is this going to be enough of a run out of it? He always drops back though. Yeah, he's not as good through the S, center S with his tires, and it's just not enough. And then obviously not enough through the infield either. I'm surprised Piastri can, because he is on medium tires versus Verstappen's soft, so like they should be better now, but he still can't get past Russell. Oh, I was gonna say a bit of a wiggle for Antonelli, but it's a bigger wiggle for Verstappen, so that's gonna be it. Piastri's not close enough either on the mini camera. Verstappen looks a little closer. Piastri looks kinda close. No, not enough. It's all just not enough. Oh my god. If this is close. Oh, we're cut to Norris. Fuck's sake. Oh, we get the mini-map though. Can he run to the line? Can Verstappen run to the line here? Nah, it's not enough, surely. DRS comes too late with that gap. You need to be way on him. Yeah, nowhere near. A very good drive from Antonelli, though. He's going to be great one day, isn't he? Oh, Hulkenberg lost. Oh no! What's going on in the midfield? A Grand Prix is broken out. What's going on? What's this? Hulkenberg lost a spot to Hadjar and all that, but yeah, really good from Lawson with the one stop. Very close to the line. Oh, look at this! The most random ass 8-car battle occurring while all the other stuff was happening. What a good race! Like, lots of stuff going on. Love it. No. That made me laugh. Norris's comment. Oh dear. Dude drives from pit lane to P3 and he's like, we at least tried. Oh dear. That was a good race. I am entertained. That was pretty good. Not sure I'll stick around and watch interviews and things. I think I'm gonna raid out sooner rather than later here. But thank you all for joining. And in fact, you know what? We're gonna raid into Tomb. 2 weeks to Vegas. Yeah, I'll try and watch Vegas. That's a Saturday. What time is that here again? I can't remember. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look before we go. I should be home at least, so 4 a.m. Okay, I might not watch Vegas. I might watch Vegas though. I might do this for Vegas. We'll see. I kind of like the early races, but like they're harder to do now. I used to love like 6 a.m. Super GT and whatnot, but these days not so much. For a pit to podium P2P. But yeah, I'm gonna raid into Tombstone, who well, unfortunately is. What is going on in this race? Is this practice? No, it's a race. He's doing the Simulator Arca League, it appears. But is out of the draft, which is a little bit of a shame. But not a lap down, so there's perhaps chance for a yellow flag to bring him back into it. There appears to be 20 to go-ish, 19. So we're going to raid into Tomb and see how it goes in this. And thank you for watching. That was a fun race. Good race to come back to after the ban last time. So that was cool. I don't really have any strong plans for next week. I think we should have. Well, yeah, not sure actually. Something WAS related on Wednesday, either podcast or stream, and then not sure about Creator Series on Thursday because I'm still a reserve, so I don't know if I will be in it. But if I get into it, I will do it. We're on the oval this week. Formula 4 on an oval. Yes, we're at USA International. So if I'm not in it, go watch Let's Do It because I think he probably would be in it. Yeah, go check that out anyway, because that'll be a laugh on Thursday. And then hopefully on Friday night at like 10 p.m. UK time, I will do the Suzuka 1000 because that's the only slot I can do because I'm away at the weekend. So hopefully it'll be a late night Suzuka 1000. And then at the weekend, you should all check out various Mirai members driving in the Jimmy Broadbent Zolder 23-hour race for mental health, because that is super cool, and I am very disappointed that I will not be there. But I'm going to raid Tombstone. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you next week. Bye.